Hey Nokia fans, it's Mark for the Nokia blog. We're here in New York City at the July 11th Nokia event. The Lumia 1020 just launched, so I'm speaking with a bunch of Nokia people. So let's go ahead and continue with the video.
Yeah, hi, I'm Savanara. So this is the Lumia 1020. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of the hardware specifications a little bit. So what you see here is the Lumia 1020 with a 4.5 inch screen. It's a display with Gorilla Glass 3. And it also comes with Pure Motion HD+, which allows you to use the device and the screen itself with your fingernails or your gloves. So it depends where you are, and it works perfectly. And it gives great quality and in any kind of lighting conditions. For example, if you're out in the sunlight on the beach or something, you're able to see your content perfectly as well. So if we turn this around, this is the focus of the Lumia 1020. We have the camera deco here, as you can see. It's been integrated with a 41 megapixel sensor with Zeiss optics and xenon flash. So this dot here is the focus lights that will help you to focus on an image in a pretty dark condition, right? So what you also see here is two dots, which is wireless charging integrated into the device. So if you have a wireless charging cover on it, you're able to wirelessly charge your phone on the fly. On the right side of the device, you see the volume rocker up and down, and then you have the on and off button, and then of course the camera button, a dedicated button to launch your Nokia Pro Cam instantly. On the below, you have the USB port, and then you have the speaker grill here.
Is that stereo or mono?
Stereo. Yes, we have Nokia Rich Recording, which is the audio format when you capture video in high resolution.
Okay.
So it also captures distortion-free audio as well, so you can experience like really high level of noise. Let's say you go to a concert and you're capturing the concert itself, and then you can go back home and relive that moment as if you were still there, basically. And if you share it with your friends, they will feel themselves that they were there. So so this is for the wrist strap. So you can put the wrist strap here, put it on your wrist so that you don't lose your phone when you're maybe on a high rise in New York somewhere and you don't want to drop your phone. If we take a look at the top, so you have the SIM tray port here. So if you have a SIM tray key, you can just push that out, pull it out, put your micro SIM in, and then your SIM is activated. And then you have the audio jack, of course, for your great headset. But for us, we have these.
In this Lumia 1020, we now have rich recording for the first time in the Lumia devices. So essentially in the device, we do have two rich recording capable microphones. One is located here, right next to the headphone jack. And the other one is right next to the micro USB, behind the speaker grill there. So together these align a perfect kind of line throughout the device, and the location of the microphone is also very ideal for stereo recording. And that's really what rich recording is all about now. So we're offering distortion-free recording in very loud environments. It's at least 6 times louder environments than most smartphones out there right now. Additionally, it is stereo and it is capturing the full frequency range as well. So essentially that's what rich recording is all about. Then we have added one more user setting here as well, which is called the bass filter. Alright, so if I go to the settings in the video side of things, we do have in the third drop-down menu now the audio bass filter. By default it's set to 100 Hz, which is really optimal for most real-life environments such as concerts outdoors and recording in most environments, of course. Then additionally there are 3 different settings, so well 2 more. So there's the off and the strong setting. And the strong setting is especially useful for club environments, for example, where the DJ is really pumping up the bass and it's really getting kind of there's no balance between the low frequencies and high frequencies, so you can help the recording with this setting here. Additionally, if you are you like your audio pure and you want to do your mastering afterwards, you can also turn the setting off, so then we don't have any kind of buzz cutting happening there.
So you'll hear distortion?
No, not really distortion, but more the problem comes from the fact that there's so much more bass often than the vocals and the trebles and others, so it's a bit masked by the bass in many cases. So with this setting you can kind of find more balance to the recording if you're not editing it yourself after the recording, so essentially that's it.
So the Pro camera democratizes photography because it's super simple to use. All you need to do is tap the focus, and then if you want, you can zoom just by sliding your finger like that, and then you take the photo, and that's it. And if you want, now comes the magic part. So the zoom that you've done on the image is not final, but you can actually unzoom if you want to reveal the whole scene. This is perfect if you had the horizon slightly tilted or if you chopped someone's feet off, then you can correct that. And then you can reframe to create a different type of shot, and you can save that and you have a new version. And the full resolution image, the original, is always saved, so you can always go back and create new versions. So we reinvented zoom in that zoom is not permanent. We have a stunningly sharp, wide angle image, but then in addition to that you can zoom into it to create stories within the story if you want.
Right.
I'd like to also show you the UI a little bit. So if you are into creative photography, you can bring out a whole set of creative controls here. EV, you get feedback on the viewfinder what EV does. And
so live preview?
Yeah. Actually, before I go there, I can show you a tutorial which launches automatically when you start the device. So we have photos that we've taken in advance. In fact, I took these images myself and my colleague, pretending to be a skateboarder there. So this shows in a particular scene what EV does. So you can artistically overexpose, or then you can bring out the blue sky in the background. Then also, I think shutter speed is quite nice to be able to demo in a tutorial, because it would be difficult to explain this to you if we'd have to go on a motorway in the dark to show this.
So that should be really helpful for like beginners. Tell you how to.
Because photography is not difficult, at least not anymore. You can just try all of these controls and see what they do, like manual focus. Just do like that. And this, of course, is easy to demo also live. So we've done this just to make photography really easy. So you can choose to either take individual controls out like that, or then you can bring out them all in one go. And if you get lost in the controls, then you can, if you just don't understand what to do anymore, then you can just get them back to auto like that.
Oh, okay.
So it's super easy. Then if you want to learn more about what all of this means, you can try by changing ISO, and then you see what the shutter speed will be.
Oh, so the shutter, okay.
Yeah, so you see it there on the viewfinder, and then if you decide to go fully manual, you can also change the shutter speed, but then the camera will tell you in the EV whether it's over or underexposed. So now you see that with these settings, the image will become overexposed.
I think even the advanced photographers are going to like this because of the...
I think so too. But the point is that anyone can take great shots with this.
And this is the camera grip, right?
Yep, the camera grip gives a really ergonomic hold, so you can shoot video, steady video very comfortably. It also has an extra battery, and it happens to have 1020 milliamp hours, so it's the same as the product name.
Was that on purpose?
No, it's a coincidence. It has a two-stage shutter key, just like the camera has itself. So this is really great for video. In fact, some of those, I shot some B videos, and some of them I had a camera grip with me, and it's very comfortable to use with video. In video as well, we have high resolution zoom, so you can just slide your finger to zoom, and we have some manual settings here as well, so you can manually set the focus. You can go all the way down to 15 centimeters.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
How many zoom is it? Is it like 3 or 6?
Yeah, so the zoom, as we've reinvented the zoom, it's difficult to say a number, but the high resolution zoom, which is there when you do the capture, is 3 times for 5 megapixel stills, it's 4 times for full HD video, and it's 6 times for 720p video. For the stills, of course, it's 3 times is what you do during capture, but then when you go into the reframing view, you can actually zoom in much more.
Oh, okay.
So the zoom level you can is visible in the settings. You can see the kind of zoom level that you got. Let's go and see if we have any photos. This is now not my device, but a demo device. Just getting to know it a little bit. So yeah, if I take this image here, I need to open it in Pro Camera to see the full resolution image. And now I will reframe this. This is the one demo that we showed. So if you zoom in like that and create a new version, then now in the camera roll, I will have this image. This is now in the camera roll, but the original is still there. And if I want to go back, then I have it there. But here I can do some picture info, and then I see that has an 11 times zoom level. But it goes all the way up to 31, in fact, for 4:3 aspect ratio. But then, of course, that is not lossless because we are cropping the sensor.
Great. Pricing and availability?
It is going to be available to AT&T. Pre-order starting July 16th, and it will be in stores July 26th.
Awesome.
And for $299.99.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.